they would do the same thing. She would do it. She prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed until she died. I can tell you, I was in her heart till she breathed the last. That I can tell you. What pained me the most, let me tell you what pained me the most, that I was not carrying her when she gave up the ghost. And she didn't say, Wale, I'm going. Pained me so much. But I can recapture because I used to take videos of her. I have so much of her videos and tape. So I live with her. I look at her. Sorry, I'm never supposed to be talking to you about, but learn from my own. So now I spend time with my dad. He's in his 90. Take him out to eat. You know, go on his bed. Let's sit down together. Let's have a chat. The last time I'm with him, I'm taking notes about him and his family. I said, Dad, there's a proverb that says, an old man dying, is like burning a library. I told him, it's an African proverb. An old man dying is like burning a library. Do you understand what that means? When you burn a library, it's filled with information. So when he dies, when mom dies, they have gone with so much information. And you will never retrieve it again. So sit down with them, record them, ask them questions. I have a lot of it. So do that with them. I tell my friends, my church members, go and give them money. Give them money. Don't be too stingy. Don't be too stingy. Did you hear what I said? You give it to boyfriend and girlfriend. Go give it to your parent. All these churches that teach us. Listen, all these churches that teach you that you should bless your pastor, don't bless your parent. Your parents are evil. They are witches. They are very foolish. The woman that didn't kill you in the womb. Yeah, when you were a baby, she didn't kill you. Now run away. You sow the seed and they are watching you. You sow the seed on the altar and you can't bless them. That's why many young people today, you are not prospering. Because it doesn't matter who prays for you. If you don't bless them, they don't need to curse you. You have cursed yourself. Is anybody getting blessed at all? Are you getting blessed? Ladies and gentlemen, do you know God's Decalogue, the Decalogue, 10 commandments, is divided into two. It's a cross. It's a cross. You deal with God. There are 10. The first 4 commandments deals with God. The second deals with man. The most critical, you would think that when it comes to God, relationship with God, is when God will inject a promise with it. No. He didn't. Are you following me at all? It says, honor what? Your father and your mother. Did it say when they do well? Come on, talk to me. Did it say when they do well? No. Honor your father and your mother. There is no condition. There is no condition. And there are 2 promises attached to it. You know what the promises are? Longevity and prosperity. How many of you want to live long? You want to live long? Yes. And live healthy? I want to. There are principles. Honor them. Honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long. Look at Dustin had an accident. You saw the accident last Saturday or something? He had an accident. Nobody will believe he came out of that guy. There is the mercy and grace upon him, but there is something he knows and is done. And he said, so that all may go well with you. Why will you fast and pray for a job? And you are praying for husband and wife. They are not showing up. A cousin of mine walked up to my mom one day. He shared it when my mother died. He said, I stepped into the presence of mom. He was in the university then. He was reading something totally different. And my mom looked at him. He said, Dele, I see you in the future. What is going to give you breakthrough is computing. Can you imagine you are reading something totally different? And an older woman is telling you, I said, what is mommy saying? Do you know that this guy ended up in England? What he's doing now is computing. Don't joke with mothers. Don't joke with mothers. Some of you, your key is in the mouth of your mother. It's not in the hands of a prophet. It's your mother. Is anybody getting something at all? Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why God is leading me in this area, but watch this. Did you remember what happened to Jacob and Esau? Yeah? Can somebody remember what the father said? Oh, I think the people on this side, they are the ones focusing. The people on this side, they don't want me to talk to them. Yeah. Is anybody here with me at all? Did you know what the father said? He called the eldest son. He said, go and do what for me? Go and make what? Venison. Oh God. I don't know whether you pick up what he said then. Such that what? Come on. Such that I do what? As I love. Hey, you didn't catch something. His father said, you go and make me venison such as I love. Such as I love. There are prayers and there are blessings. There are things, ladies and gentlemen, you will do to provoke the blessing. But it must be something you've done that has touched the heart. Listen, let me tell you something. There are people that carry covenant with God. There are people that do what? They carry covenant. If I say, go and make this such as I love. Do you know sometimes you will bless certain people with something, and when you move, they what did this girl give me? Even God told them in the book of Malachi, when they were offering him all kinds of things. What did he say? He said, go and offer it to your governor. He said, will you take this? There are times you will do something for certain people. You are, Abba, how can you do this to this woman? Do you know that the state in which some of you have gotten to, yeah, your mother should drive your car before she dies. Mom, for what you did for us, this is your car. But she can't drive it. She can't drive. Mom, this is your car. Even if you don't drive it, for what you did, this is for you. Get the driver. There's an uncle of mine. You know, we need to do things. Never forget. It's an uncle. My dad brought him from the village. And God blessed him so much. You know what he did? I'm sure over 10, maybe 10, 15 years ago, bought them a car. Say, I will never forget what you did. If you didn't bring me from the village, I will never be who I am. And they put my mom and my dad on a salary every month. Are you getting what I'm saying? He says, such as I love. Such as I love. Do you know what your parents love? Do you know what they love? Do you know you can do one thing? Do you know you can release something and they will tell you, kneel down. I was listening to Apostle Selman recently, and he said something that really touched me. He said he was driving past a village somewhere, and they were having funeral. And he said, what's up? He said they stopped. And they found out that the man that died was about 120 something or 130 something years old. He said he told them to park. He said, very old man, the oldest man. Then when he got down, as he was going, he said, as he wanted to enter his car, somebody pointed and said, that's the wife of the man who died. For somebody to have lived that long, you know the wife must be very old too. He said he does these things regularly. He said he blessed the woman. The woman told him, come. The woman removed her shoe. I said, kneel down. I said, and he said the woman was praying in Yoruba. He didn't understand what she said, but he knew the woman was releasing something into their life. Listen, things don't just happen. Can I release something? Can I tell you something? In this life, things don't just happen. Things don't just happen. You can initiate it. The pastor is not the only key to the blessing in your life. One of the greatest mistakes people make is that you don't understand that often your key is your parent. And so we dishonor them because we are always with them. Oh, I miss my mom. I don't joke. Because she was very prophetic. I'm a pastor. But when I stand before my mom, I will kneel down. My 2 knees are on the floor. And I will tell her, Mom, put your hand on my head. You know, pastors, sometimes we could be arrogant. She will put her hand on my head. And I know the kind of prayers my mother would say to me. Wale, Oma Sheruefwe. You know what he say? What you are doing for me, your children will do the same thing for you. Wale, you will never lack. And I could see, I could feel the way she's praying for me. Yeah? He said, what this thing you have done for me, they will do the same thing for you. Let her wake up and shock her. Empty your bank account. Empty it. And give it to the people who gave you life. You can't beg. And you wonder why you are suffering. My 2 parents came to my house in England. My 5th born. It wasn't long I got to England. I gathered money together, sent it to my friend in Amsterdam. I said, send the car to my father. I didn't have the money. Listen, you know, some of you, I didn't plan this. It is the key to the blessing. By a godly father, and he doesn't speak over your life, it's your fault. There's a way you can provoke the blessing. You don't walk up to him you go with honor on your knees, and you humble yourself. They get back to you, and you go to them with a gift, good gift. When they open, let it shock them. That is what provokes the gift. I sit down with my father and say, Dad, I'm not ignorant of the fact that what is happening to me around is because of you and Mom and God. I'm not that foolish. I let him know. Dad, it's the house that I've come out from. I said, the hymns that you taught me is blessing the world around. You gave me the background. You know, the first scripture that I learned, I didn't learn it from the church. I learned it from you. So, Dad, I'm grateful. I take him out. I said, Dad, anything you want to eat, I take him to the restaurant. Just eat. Let's follow.